Welcome to Animal Watch, and today we have a world exclusive. We are introducing the brand new rare breed, best of both worlds, family protection guard dog. Meet the Boar's dog. Today, Animal Watch brings you one of the rarest and most effective protection dog breeds on the planet. This breed's photos have been used all over the internet, mislabeled as the Canis Panther. Why is this perhaps? Well, they are sleek, muscular, powerful, and could look like a black panther stalking through the jungle. So, an easy mistake to make. But why has this particular breed been singled out as the cover model for the Canis Panther? Perhaps it's due to the fact that they are similar but better looking than the true Canis Panther, and can also do the extreme protection work that a Canis Panther lacks doing. You think I'm kidding you? I'm absolutely not. Today, watch these powerhouses, the new kid on the block, work to epic proportions in protection work, obedience and agility. They not only look sensational, but they are bred to do the job like no other dog can. Don't go away. One year ago, I received an email from a viewer suggesting that Animal Watch film a breed called the Canis Panther. The name piqued my interest due to its large black cat-like description, so I Google searched it, coming up with images of dogs I'd never seen the likes of before. The dogs were some of the most beautiful and athletic I'd ever seen, looking like sleek hell hounds, just like the fantasy dogs from Resident Evil. They were short-coated and muscular and looked like black panthers, so I presumed they were in fact the legendary Canis Panther I had been told about. And why wouldn't I, as the websites had them all labelled as this breed? What transpired next was both a shock and a revelation. I finally tracked down the dogs in the photos back to a man called Kian, owner of the Best of Both Worlds Instagram account and protection dog training kennels. He revealed to me that the cover dogs to the viral Canis Panther videos and articles going around were in fact not Canis Panthers at all, but a breed he had created himself from scratch based on his desire to recreate a modern equivalent to the healthier, older working breeds. Dog breeds that were healthy enough to work before show breeders ruined their health after breeding for immensity and looks alone. Now let's look at some of the old photos of working dog breeds 100 or so years back. The dogs look fit and healthy and nothing like the over-the-top unhealthy specimens we see today. Most of these modern-day working breeds could not do the job they were originally created to do, and this is why Kian has stepped in. Firstly though, so why isn't Kian's dog's Canis Panther if everyone thinks they look similar to them? Well, if you go online and look up the Canis Panther, the breeding states they are a culmination of the Black Labrador, the Black Great Dane, the Dobermann Pinscher and the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. But with this description you get all of the photos of Kian's dogs, which are not Canis Panther at all. So now the whole world believes that this is what a Canis Panther looks like, when in fact it isn't. Kian has privately told me what breed mixes his dogs consist of, and I can say that the Labrador absolutely does not make an appearance in the breeding, and there are a couple of breeds in there not listed in the Canis Panther breeding. So what is the truth? These dogs are far too beautiful and dangerously powerful to miss out on, so I've flown all the way from the UK to Canada to meet these legendary dogs who I've been told can outperform most other protection dogs. Bred to do unbelievable tasks and skills, this new working breed looks like it's set to take the world by storm. And I'm so excited as Animal Watch has been the channel chosen to premiere this breed in a world exclusive. Hello, hi.
Hi Anneka,
Hello.
I'm Kian, nice to meet you, welcome to Canada.
Oh, fantastic to be here in the snow, and oh my goodness me, I have been
absolutely dying to meet this breed for so long. So who have we got here?
This is Nix. She's one of our females. She's 4 years old. We're just out here on a hike practicing some stuff. If you want, I can give you the ball. You can throw a ball for her.
Oh, really? Yeah, is she really into that, is she?
Yeah, she loves the ball.
Right.
Give it a try.
Yeah, I definitely will. Are you
go.
ready, Nix? Are you ready?
Good girl.
Go!
Good girl.
Come on, Nix, come on.
Good girl.
Wow, she
Good
loves
girl.
that. Definitely for people that love playing with their dogs and they want a very active dog. We're gonna watch you do lots of training today, and we're gonna spend some time with your dogs, and we're gonna find out everything about this rare, brand new breed that you have created.
Kian's dogs were truly spectacular as they ran through the fields and forest, their rippling muscles showing how athletic and capable they were. They sure looked like they would be an excellent working dog, and the eye contact with Kian proved how responsive they would be to training.
Go!
But there was only one sure way of finding out if they could perform, and that was to watch them in action. So we headed over to training facilities Working Canine Canada, based just outside of Toronto, where there was plenty of equipment to watch our hell hounds in action.
So I'm here with Nix. We're going to show you guys a vertical jump. This is 43 inches. This is going to show Nix's ability with some explosiveness and her athleticism. So here we're going to demonstrate a search and alert with Nix, where she's going to find an object and she's going to let everybody know that she's there with the object and protecting it until we get there. Guard. Guard. So here with Nix right now, we're going to do the face attack. I'm here with Finnan. He's one of our younger dogs, personal protection prospect. He's about 2 years old right now. So we're going to demonstrate a bite work on the suit with him.
Get this dog out of here. Oh, oh, oh. Get that dog out of here. Hey. Oh, 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 boy. Take him. Take him. Ah. Get this dog off me. Oh, it's hurting me. Good boy. Yes, boy. Ah. Out.
So I'm here with Atusa right now. Atusa is one of our youngest pups. She's from our most recent litter. She's 5 months old. We're going to demonstrate some of the things that we've worked on with her, which is obedience, small vertical jump, and introduction to bite work.
As I watched, I was blown over by the unwavering eye contact these dogs had, reminiscent to intense Malinois eye contact. These dogs were ultra intelligent and eager to work.
So I'm here with Uhtred. Uhtred is one of our older males. He's 6 years old right now. We're going to demonstrate some obedience and bark and hold with him. I'm here with Sura. Sura is one of our older dogs. She's 6 years old and she's going to search for an article for us. Sura is going to show us some of her agility skills.
Finally, at the end, Kian introduced his brown girl, who was fantastic at agility. It was interesting to see other colours, so it could be seen that they don't all come just in black. After the training, we sat down to chat to Kian about why he created this amazing and impressive new breed.
Have you heard of Best of Both Worlds? Well, if you haven't, then you must. Now, what we need to clear up, Kian, is that people think that these dogs are something that they're not.
So I've had a lot of people contact me or post photos of my dogs and calling them Canis Panthers or Dobermann pinchers. That's not true. We bred these dogs from the very first generation, right now at our 4th generation. Unfortunately, I think the mistake was first made when a lot of people started taking the photos and advertising them and promoting them as Canis Panthers. The photos have gone viral. It's caused a little bit of an issue for us. A lot of people have actually found interest in the breed Canis Panther because of these dogs. I've heard of people who were interested in Canis Panther and ended up purchasing one and being a little bit disappointed later on because they didn't end up looking like this or didn't end up performing the way these dogs do.
What I'm interested in is these dogs, not the Canis Panther, these dogs, because these now have almost become the model for the Canis Panther when really they're not. So let's talk about what you call these dogs.
Everybody knows them as the best of both worlds dogs. I am planning on registering my own breed now that I've made it to 4 generations and have been lucky enough with staying consistent within my lines. It's going to be something along the lines of a Boer's Hound or a Boer's Canine, named after my foundation dog that I use in the program.
What is the difference between your breed and Canis Panther?
If I'm looking at photos of a Canis Panther and I'm looking at a photo of one of my dogs, if you really get into the details, yeah, we might have the colors in common, but the build, the structure, the abilities are completely different, right? For the Canis Panther, as far as I know, certain breeds were used that don't really serve a purpose for me. And I'm not interested in using those breeds because they just don't offer anything for what I'm looking for. Main thing for us in the breeding program is we breed for performance. When I say performance, it could be agility, could be just overall strength, could be protection work. Now for one litter, we might be focusing more on grip and bite work and personal protection. For one litter, we might be leaning more towards being protective for the property in case there's other animals around and whatnot. So litter to litter, we maintain the look and the overall performance, but we target certain areas.
Is that genetic targeting? So do you pick the parents specifically because of the drive and the character the parents have, or is it the upbringing to shape them as they're growing into what you want them to be?
You would have to put the genetics first. And when we plan our breedings, we select the dogs based on the goals that we have for that litter. And the goals that we have for that litter also means which homes we're going to be giving these dogs to.
So Kian, what made you want to create this new breed?
So the idea was to kind of go back to the basics of dog breeding. If we look back on before there were so many breeds available and people were breeding dogs for a purpose. She's snoring.
She snored. She snored.
Long day. Good girl. So the dogs were bred mostly based on the needs of the individual who was breeding the dogs. Right now people are just, in my opinion, going after certain breeds because they really like the look, right? So not so much caring about the performance of the dogs as as much as the looks. So for us, it was just performance. Workable, they have that drive, but they also have a good off switch.
And also, I've got to say, because so many people are concentrating on breeding dogs for looks, health, everything is going out the windows, and also bad temperaments coming in, because dogs that look good but have a bad temperament are being bred from. So we're seeing so much bad stuff out there.
I like to study things before my time and in history, and I'm like looking at dogs that were bred 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, and they look so much better, right? And that's what I'm interested in. Healthy dogs that can perform.
They are incredibly skilled. The focus on the human is unbelievable. But are they actually easy to train, or are you just really good at training them?
They are very easy to train. When I was talking about breeding for performance, that's part of the performance. The level of intelligence helps them perform better, and that's something that I aim for. I personally think that it's dangerous to have a dog that's just all drive.
Yeah. So if you were saying to people out there on Animal Watch about if they were interested in having one of your dogs, what type of person must they be? What type of life? What type of home?
I've seen some breeders that have such high standards when it comes to the type of property you live in, or what you want to do with the dogs. Do you want to compete, or what do you want to do with the dog? For me, the most important thing is the dogs have to have a good life. Like, I need to make sure my dogs are going to have a good life. And part of having a good life means that they're going to be able to exercise the way they were bred to exercise, right? Now, I don't care if somebody is going to compete or do personal protection or do agility or something. But as long as the person that is getting a dog from me is committed to the dog and doing something with the dog. I don't care if they live in a condo or an apartment, as long as you have the time and you are invested enough to give my dog the best life. We don't have a first pick, second pick, pay me more, you get to select your dog, and this is the price for the most expensive dog. We do not have that. I get everybody to write me a full, nice page about what their plans are and what their goals are and what they want to do with their dog. And then when I'm looking at the dogs within the time that they're with me, I'm testing them for all sorts of things, and I will match the dogs with the owners and the needs. If somebody gets a dog from me and the dog is not well cared for the way we planned, my contracts are so tight that if my dog is not being exercised properly, if the dog is out of shape, if the dog is in any way not well cared for, like we agreed upon before, I will take the dog back.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. Do your dogs all just lie down like this in the evening? Are they a joy to have around?
We very much appreciate that about our dogs. We work with Malinois, we have Malinois, but I like a dog that can read the room. And if we're sitting down chilling, if we have people over, if this is not the go time or the training time, we're all relaxing, the dogs should be able to pick up on that and relax as well. What I really like about my dogs is that she's half asleep right now, she's had a very long day, but if we wanted to go train right now, she'd be on.
She would just do it. She would just
We're
get
not
up
going to
and do
try
it.
that, but she'll be ready to go in a second.
What are your dogs like around small kids?
We can say we've been lucky, and we can also say that we've been doing a good job of researching the bloodlines that we are using. My dogs are amazing around kids, and also to make sure that we are 100% safe and comfortable with everything. From the youngest age, we have kids from relatives and families and neighbors all coming in and playing with the dogs. So all of the dogs, before they leave our house, they've been completely desensitized to children, and they've had opportunities every week to play with kids of all ages.
Sometimes, you know, two females or two males together can rub each other up the wrong way. What are the best homes for your ones? Are they the ones where they are living with the opposite sex?
I personally refuse to sell male dogs to homes with male dogs.
Okay.
And that's just because I know that when you're owning a dominant breed, when you're owning a working breed, especially with some of the bloodlines that I've used, they're gonna have issues. And I wouldn't want them to have issues. I wouldn't want the owner to stress about it. And I don't want the dogs to stress about it.
They are absolutely divine. It's sort of not something people find attractive, but they almost look like a hellhound. Now, to me, that's beautiful. Sleek, muscular, the pricked ears, the eyes. So how heavy are the females? How heavy are the males? How tall do they get? And have you got them down to a very, very similar look and weight each litter that you breed?
With all dogs, from litter to litter, things might be slightly different based on the parents. But generally speaking, my females have been anywhere between 75 to 90 pounds, and my males have been anywhere between 85, 90 pounds to my biggest male, Marco, which he's around 116, 118 pounds.
And you get the same sort of colors come out generally?
Yeah, so far we've had only 2 colors, and then one is the black dogs that we have, and then we have our red dogs. The black dogs, some of them have this like a little bit of kind of like a tint. It's like a coffee color.
Well, we just had to bring out something really cute, didn't we? So what have we got here? We've got Aurelia. Oh.
That's right.
Or a baby seal, perhaps. And she's 5 months old.
Yeah, she just turned 5 months old a few days ago. Pretty relaxed. She enjoys the company.
She is so absolutely gorgeous. But you think she's going to be quite a big girl, don't you?
I think she's definitely going to be one of the bigger females. She's 5 months old now. I think she almost is going to look like the males.
Really? As big
Yeah.
as that?
Yeah.
She just wants to be with people. The eye contact's there already. So demure
Right.
and so beautiful. How adorable. I'm so glad you showed me your puppies.
In conclusion, I had not been disappointed with travelling thousands of miles to meet these dogs. They were everything and more I'd hoped for. They weren't only athletic and absolutely drop-dead beautiful, they adored their human, and their working ability exceeded expectations. Kian made it clear that he breeds a multitude of characters to perform different tasks. So if you fancy one as a pet, he does have more mellow character ones, but he prefers to view them as working dogs, and his goal is to carry on breeding excellent protection and working dogs. So if you do want a pet, you must be an active person who will give your dog training and challenges. Due to their drive, some may not work well with small pets and other dogs of the same sex, so this will be something you should check directly with Kian. I myself would have one in a heartbeat, but with the current XL bully crisis and the crazy bias the UK is going to have towards Mastiff mixes, I think that I'll wait a while. But if you live outside of the UK and have fallen just as much in love with these dogs as I have, then fill your boots. They are absolutely beautiful in photos and also in the flesh, and I wish Kian the best. Oh, and remember, they are not Canis Panther. They are the best of both worlds.
And if anybody wants to find out more about your dogs, what are your websites that you like to direct people to?
So Best of Both Worlds Canine, it's our kennel. The website comes after bestofbothworldscanine.com. And if anybody wants to reach out to us, you can reach out to us via the page or the email that's listed on the page. We'll be happy to answer questions as much as we can, and hopefully we can help and educate everybody about the breed.
Yeah, and you have an Instagram page, don't you, as well?
Instagram page as well.
Do you have a Facebook?
I do have a Facebook. We have not been as active on Facebook, but it's the same as the Instagram page, which is Best of Both Worlds Canine.
Yes, and just remember that most of the Canis Panther photos out there are these dogs. So these are the dogs that you want. These are the ones. They are absolutely beautiful. And if you enjoyed this episode, then please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel by clicking the button in the bottom hand corner, and be sure to tune in every week where I'll be bringing you more amazing episodes on dogs, wolves, animal rescue and conservation. And it's bye from me and a very, very sleepy little dog here.